Hey, welcome to a whole nother episode of Talk Heavy. Once again, I'm your boy Scoot Burgundy.
It's your boy Taj Lucas.
Just call me Ro.
It's Scotty.
It's V.
And as y'all always know, we got the latest and greatest topics, so we're going to talk about some things today. We got ex-president, as I still call President Obama. He had a few words, and what he said was, you can use snappy slogans like defund the police, but that drives away voters and it turns away from people who will potentially vote for you. Some people took offense to his words, and some people said, it wasn't out of pocket. Do you guys think that what he said was appropriate and overall right?
I mean, he's a politician being a politician. I don't see why anybody expected anything different.
Yeah.
I mean, his word is not law. So.
Yeah, I agree with V. Like, you can't. Obama is definitely a politician's politician, so he definitely gonna try to appeal to the masses. That's what they do. You feel me?
But you don't like Obama though.
What does that have to do with my personal opinion? Have to do with this particular event?
Because that's why you're saying it, because you don't like Obama. So I feel like you already don't like him. So anything he say can and will be used against him in a court of Scott.
And what did I say negatively about what he said?
No, I just know you don't like him from previous.
But why are you mentioning it? What did I say negatively about what he said?
Because I just had to bring it up. I just had to acknowledge.
You just had to acknowledge that.
Right?
I just had to acknowledge the fact that you already don't like him, so that when you speak, people can go in there with it like, he don't even like him. I like that. He don't even like him.
I don't think he's right or wrong. I think he's being a politician, like G said, appealing to the masses. That's what politicians do. Only thing that truly matters is public opinion and how positively that affects your, election process. And that's a learned behavior over time. If you do it for 20 plus years, you're going to keep doing it naturally.
So when he made that comment, was he speaking to like local politics or like more of like a federal national level?
He was speaking to both, but more so local politics.
So in that sense, I don't think it's wrong for local politicians like to stand on that, because when you're in local politics, you can still play that fence of like being a politician, but still having a deep care for what's best for your community. And so it's like, if you have built a strong enough following who believe your message, then I don't think it's wrong for you to say like defund the police. But I think for Obama, because his goal was always to be the president, his mindset was always what was best for, like what was politically correct to the masses. So I think that's why he made that statement. But I think he should have directed that to like larger campaigns like Senate, governor, things of that nature, but not necessarily like your mayor or, your city representatives and stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess I stand on both sides. Like, I definitely understand the politician part of it. And when you're a politician, you need those votes. You need people that are not going to, you don't want to have to explain your point. You want to be able to say it, people get it and move on. When you say defund the police, like you said, it just turns people off and you spend more time explaining what the hell that even means more than, actually getting the job done. But on the other hand, you got, look at where we at. We got a politician. I guess Trump's a politician now, but we got somebody in office who says what the hell he wants. And it's like people, the masses was like, we got you. No, we got you. It's not politically correct, but we got you. So if, I kind of get where other people are like, man, listen, if you don't get it, you don't want to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like just like the lady said, people, they defund school education all the time. Nobody's up in arms. So, you know what I mean? Go ahead.
So I was just gonna say, I just feel like you can't compare, like it's difficult to compare Trump to Obama because Trump's masses was a Republican masses, and Republicans are less caring and more forgiving to non-politically correct statements than Democrats are. So I feel like when you're speaking with Democrats, you have to be a little more politically correct, whereas Republicans are more concerned with the dollar bill at the end of the day.
Right.
And also Republicans too, like modern day Republicans are much bigger on having separation from government. And so it's kind of like that also, I think, plays a role in why they're probably a little more forgiving in that sense of not necessarily needing someone who's quote unquote politically correct.
I think I
And
think
yeah,
you're I think
go
you're
ahead.
talking about conservatives more so than Republicans, because there are conservative Democrats. I would say most black people are conservatives, but they don't even realize it. But I think most black people are, and I think we all care about that dollar. Mostly everybody cares about the money that's coming into their neighborhood, going like Scoop just said, the schools. We're literally saying, yo, let's take the money from the cops and put it into other programs to help the
Right.
community. That's that's all about that money, the fiscal, what's going on in our fiscal budget. Like, so I definitely believe that people are just saying like, yo, I'm tired of appealing to the people who don't give a fuck about us. You don't really care about the cause if you're complaining about the way we're saying the name of it. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? You
So
don't care that you got more to say about us saying defund the police than what the police are actually doing to get the need to get defunded.
And that was gonna be my next question. Like off Obama real quick. What is your opinion on the voters who would say, oh, whoa, what do you mean defund the police, and get so caught up in the actual statement?
So, I mean, I think that the term defund the police, like when that started being campaigned, they did it irresponsibly, in my opinion, because they just allowed the people to draw their own conclusions rather than making a clear understanding of what comes along with defunding the police.
Right.
So that to me is a campaigning issue. I don't have an issue with the politician saying it, but to the masses, a lot of people don't understand it, I guess. And well, I was going to say in reference to the conservative versus liberalism thing, I don't necessarily agree with that because I do think conservative Democrats are the ones who want their politicians to be significantly more politically correct than conservative Republicans.
Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, tell me if I'm wrong. Was that statement like kind of, I'm not going to say hijacked, but that started not from a politician. That did not start from like activists, right? People who were just like out protesting, and they said it. And then politicians like, yeah, defund the police. And they was like, all right, this is what the people like. And they kind of jumped on that wagon.
Yeah. I mean, it's also like kind of wrong too to say that people are not going to understand, because a lot of people got elected with that mantra of defund the police. Saying that, like, a lot of people got elected saying that, yo, let's defund the police.
So Obama a little bit wrong.
That doesn't necessarily
Obama a little bit wrong.
just because like people got elected saying that doesn't mean that majority of people understand the full meaning behind it. Like I think a lot of in my opinion, when I hear people who are combating defund the police, they don't fully understand what comes along with that, and so that's why they're combating it. And people who are saying defund the police at times also don't fully understand it either. It's just that they're so angry and because of the climate that we're in, and they're so tired of seeing Black people being mistreated, that defund the police sounds very good to them. But that like what comes along with defunding the police, they don't fully grasp the full meaning behind like why they're defunding the police, where that money is going to go, how it's going to help the system. Like they don't get all of that. So I don't know. I don't agree. I just think that it's equally miseducated people on both sides for those who are offended by it and those who are supportive of it. It's less people who fully understand it. And like I said, I think that has to do with the campaigning issue.
No, I do have. Go ahead, Scott. My bad.
I don't know. Go ahead, bro.
No, because I was kind of switching a little bit, but I'm like, who are the people that are actually mad? Because why don't we hear the same backlash when we say defund schools or education?
That's a great point.
Because it seems like for whatever reason in this country, the idea of militia is more important than education. And also because the education systems that are getting hit are the ones in the Black neighborhoods and the ones that are impacting communities of color and those from lower income communities. So they're less caring in that sense because people with money, they're not getting impacted by that because they're sending their kids to charter schools and private schools anyway.
Right. Could it be that the people who are mad weren't going to vote anyway for those people?
No,
I mean,
Exactly.
that's also very, like, that's a very fair argument.
Yo, I did want to say something about what you said about defunding education. I don't know if Keith or Ty's want to talk. We've been talking a lot. Y'all got something to say?
My fault.
I'm not listening to somebody that's not my president no more. Moving on.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay. But you gonna wear his coat. Oh, whatever.
This is Frank Lucas. Anyway.
Go ahead, Scott. Go ahead. My bad, Keith. What you said?
I mean, I guess I feel like I ain't feel no way about it. I wasn't mad about it. I feel like whatever he said that he had a reason to say it. I kind of did move past it, and I hate to say it, that I kind of agree with Taj that Obama had to say. I'm like, all right, Obama, that's cool. Who you think gonna win the championship this year? That's about all. Your opinions are very lowered now to me, but you know,
You're a sports analyst now. Come on.
He better go do something like that. But
I was like, oh, my fault. No, historically though, presidents' opinion. I said this before to y'all though. Presidents' opinions are very valued within our country. Old presidents, from whether it be the new presidents or whether it be to they still get security clearances. They still get briefings.
That don't mean we care about their opinion because they got security clearances.
No, they still get briefings. They still get information based on our country. Like that's secret, and they advise new presidents, and new presidents look to them for advice.
Obama was advising Trump.
I'm not sure, but I know that Obama went to George Bush for advice.
Was advising Trump. Did you not pay attention to the debates?
No, advising versus getting advice is a little different. I'm not saying that he was an advisor. I'm just saying that he gave advice. They give advice.
He gave advice to Trump.
That's a normal practice, and I think you serve 8 years in a position, and after serving, I don't know how many years he served as a senator, but however many years you serve as a senator, you have a level of expertise that many other people do not have.
Very true. Very true.
And so I do value your opinion. I do value the things that you have to say, and I'm gonna listen. So
I also, just to piggyback off of that, I also feel like Obama's opinion is still valid to a lot of people. Maybe not YouTube, but to a lot of, like, specifically in the Democratic
It's valid, just not relevant.
Okay, get to my point. It's basically a lot of Democrats still struggle with trusting Biden, and because a lot of people voted for him because they wanted to get Trump out of office. So I feel like listening to Obama, it just for them is like something that they trust more rather than listening to Biden, because it's like just kind of the person who they feel like they're just stuck with right now.
See that viewpoint that Obama, like, trust guy, but I just see whole much videos of Obama shooting 3-point shots. I just feel like
like Steph Curry.
It's just not.
But that's what you got, and I think to V's point, that's what you guys are paying attention to. But there's other things that this man does that other people pay attention to, and that's important. That's worth noting.
No, what me and Keith is saying, we understand all that. We just don't care. that's what we're saying. Like,
and I think where Scott is going is that's a lot of people that do. So that, like, what he says could sway, a lot of people's opinion,
right,
on decisions that they may make in the future.
His word holds power, regardless of if we think it's relevant or not. Power is relevancy,
right?
Believe, like, however you want to slice it. If you have power, you have relevancy.
I didn't see the full interview. Did he go into what defunding the police was, or did he just say it? Like,
no, he just was, saying that you can use snappy or cool comments like, or no, cool phrases like, oh, defund the police. He said, but just be careful using those things as a politician. Be careful using it.
I think it was more dangerous him saying that than that phrase. I feel like since people don't know what that really means, he should have explained it and gave a perspective of what you should look for, not to say don't use a phrase like defund the police.
I don't know what it means, but it's provocative.
I have another perspective. You guys, we're saying that people don't understand the terminology defund the police. And Scoop mentioned earlier how we defund education. Maybe if we didn't defund education, people will be able to understand the concept of defunding police.
That too.
And
that was good one, Scott. Scott, you don't always get good ones.
That's true.
That was a good one right there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, Obama, I still love you. I don't know about Taj and Keith. You know what I mean, all they want to do, they just want to hear you talk sports.
I love him too. I just don't.
You talking about Jay-Z and Lil Wayne on the songs?
You said you want to hear on podcasts the sports and be a sports analyst, but you're celebrity basketball games.
I want Obama to host the awards. I want Obama
exactly. Like I want Obama to host the Soul Train Awards next year. I don't care about all this other stuff. We had you for 8 years. It was a good run. Now let's just see the real Barack from Chicago.
Let's see show us some range, Obama. Show what else you can.
Him and Shell need a reality show. That's what happened.
You need a reality show called Me and Shell.
Give us love.
Me and Shell.
And give
I got you.
That's what I need.
That's what you need. All right. That's where we at with it. So now that we out of that, we're gonna get into a countdown. We at the end of 2020. We're in December. Do y'all feel like y'all made it out of something? Do y'all still feel like y'all in it? Like, what's your thoughts on 2020 right now?
It's just time. Oh, my fault.
What would you say, Vic?
Oh, I said it still sucks.
It still sucks. You know what I mean? We at the end. So y'all, we got 4 more podcasts in 2020. And each week we're going to give 5 of top 20 moments of 2020 in no specific order, just moments. So do y'all want me to count down or just say the moments?
Just say the moment.
All right, we're going 20. There's no specific order, but I'm going to just say 20. I'm gonna start off with something like
order, but I'm gonna just say 20.
But I'm gonna say 20 because people need to know it's 20 things, but it's not ranked. That makes sense to you, V?
But you've given it an order.
It's 20 slots, but it's no ranking.
It's just you the host.
All right, so no, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say 10. I'm gonna say 10, and then the next one I'm gonna say 15. That's better for y'all? All right.
Whatever floats your boat.
Okay. I just, I kind of thought y'all kind of got the concept of things being numbered but not ranked, but whatever. 20.
Makes sense.
Let's go with this year. I think that through the quarantine, a lot of people found their niche. I think that the DJs did something dope, and they had Instagram popping for a while. I don't know if it started with DJ D Nice, but I know his parties was lit back when the quarantine first started. And then we had DJ Active come on the show. You know what I'm saying? And he still do his thing. He got a whole show off of what he was doing during the quarantine. So
chill vibes.
Chill vibes.
Who was DJing quarantine radio? We forgot about quarantine radio.
I mean, I was
on the list. Shut up.
Calm down. He kind of going down the list.
Oh, my fault.
Okay.
Scott is this person,
what
right?
happens when you miss me?
You name one. You name
who DJ quarantine radio?
So here you go. You listen. Hold on, y'all. No, time out. Here goes Scott. You name 1 out of 20. You be like, how you forget that, nigga? I got 19 more to go.
19 more to go. Oh, wait a minute.
No. You said DJ, so I'm thinking, quarantine radio. So I'm thinking DJs, but you ain't,
All right, so look, y'all. So listen to everybody out there watching and to the panel. I'm gonna explain something to Scott, right? So in the year 2020, we went through a pandemic. Some people will call it a panoramic. And during this panoramic, there was a time that we all had to quarantine, right? So everybody was stuck in the house. It was like a long snow day, if you will, with no snow outside, right? So now, with that being said, while everybody was stuck in a house and no entertainment, no basketball was going on, no shows, no football, no nothing was going on, DJs took to Instagram and said, you know what? since y'all can't go to no parties no more, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin on Instagram. And you know what people did? It was like, while I'm in the house chilling on this snow day with no snow, we going to party. And so would you be like, oh, I'm in the room. I'm in the same room as Michelle Obama. Oh, snap. Oh, Jamie Foxx just walked in the party. Oh, snap. Will Smith just came up in this piece. Oh, snap. And that's what I'm speaking of. I'm speaking of the DJs who kind of got us through, got us in party mode, because so many people didn't go out, mingle amongst the people, and have drinks in so long. So that would be number 20. No specific order, Venice, just number 20.
Oh, that should be number 20.
That should be number 20.
Yeah, because there's so many better moments.
So many better moments. So coming up to the next.
I tuned into not one of those, but go ahead.
Me, well, no, I only tuned in the DJ Active one.
I was at every DJ Nice party.
they was lit tied.
I was at every last one, two-stepping.
Was you there when Michelle pulled up, Michelle Obama?
Yeah, I had seen her. We had walked in at the same time.
Oh, okay.
What happened to your light, Todd?
Yeah. Todd's electric just went off. It was weird. It's weird, but we're gonna leave that alone.
We're having some difficulties over here.
His forehead shining.
So we're gonna go with something else that was born during the quarantine, during the panoramic, if you will. What should I pick? Okay, something that's still going on now. The versus battle. That was born during the panoramic, and the first one I believe was Swiss Beats and Timberland. That was lit, and first it was two people going live playing their music. Now it's a production. I mean, Apple picked it up. Oh man, so we got some rock on the table. Mm-hmm. We got two. We just talked about the last verses between Gucci and
coming in during the intro.
Politicians is lobbying for their vote.
I think Camilla Millie Mill came in through on the brand.
Say her name.
Kamala Harris came.
Oh, Mill, Camilla.
And then
please call her Molly.
The last one, Stacey Abrams came on.
Yes.
Stacey.
Yeah,
so the verses,
the Jeezy one.
Yes. So the versus battle was born during the panoramic. So everybody, just real quick, give me your best verses thus far.
Ooh.
Snoop versus DMX.
Okay, Snoop versus DMX. You going old school? I got you.
It's not even close.
Okay.
Monica,
you want to give out a reason? You want to give out reasons why?
It's Snoop and DMX. I ain't gotta say much else. You know what I'm saying? Snoop.
Okay.
They the ultimate performers for real rap. Snoop was on there, crick walking. You know
he sure was.
Yeah, Snoop was entertaining as hell.
DMX was out of breath. He was out of breath.
And that was hilarious. Wait, but he's out there with the beer belly.
His health is hilarious. Okay, his health is hilarious.
His health.
He couldn't breathe.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of preferred the verses when they was doing them on their phones. It just felt so much more personal and shady. Mm-hmm. So Baby versus Teddy.
There it goes. Let's talk about that Teddy Wap connection.
First of all, it was so funny because it took them 3 tries to get it right. That was the first part. And then Babyface's shade has been untouched to this day. Like nobody has been able to meet the level of shade that he was at. So that's a top one for me. I also like Neo and what was his name?
What the heck was his name?
Some Austin, right?
Yes. That was, I mean, he washed Neo, but that was a good one for him.
All right, well, let the real verses.
Oh, Lil Jon. Sorry.
The real verses that really took me this year. You know, I thought it was going to be the Brandy and Monica, but when I seen Miss Gladys and Miss Patti LaBelle sitting down, I said, my spirit. The song came to my head. I'm feeling good from my head to my toes. Man, listen.
Did you taste the butterscotch?
I taste the butterscotch. Man, listen, that was the best verses. I don't care what nobody say. Miss Gladys Knight and Miss Patti LaBelle, and it was right there on Borough Street. There. Oh no, they was down at the Fillmore.
It was at the Fillmore.
That shit put people to sleep.
I missed that one.
You ain't missed nothing.
So that put y'all to sleep, but the Jeezy one kept y'all up. Jeezy and Gucci kept y'all up. Oh
yeah.
Don't you talk about them trap legends? Go ahead, Keith.
I like the Beanie Man versus Bounty Killer one.
Ooh,
that was lit.
I forgot about that.
That was lit.
Okay.
Ooh, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah,
You pulled it.
You know,
I forgot about.
You see how people said that the Mines tied, and people said,
yeah.
I mean, because they don't respect people like Gladys. They don't know nothing about Gladys.
Taj, how many songs do you know by Gladys?
Oh, please don't.
Nothing but Midnight Train to Georgia.
First of all, that's when she was with the Pips. I mean, that's what I'm saying. You want to talk about when she was by herself, when she was with the Pips now? Come on now.
Oh, okay.
That's all I'm saying. If we're going to talk about Gladys, we're going to talk about Gladys now.
Hey,
never mind.
All right, name 5 songs right now.
No, I'm not naming 5 songs, Scott. That's not what I'm going to do. I said, what do you want? You don't know nothing about Gladys. If I name 5 songs, you wouldn't be able to identify it.
Ooh.
Scoop St. Patrick, what was yours?
So okay, I have a few, but let's go with. Well, I'm not gonna go with them all, but I'm gonna shout out the gospel verses first. Hezekiah and John P. Key. That was a nice verses. They sound was a little off.
You know, Kirk Franklin and Fred Hammond did one, right?
Yes, that and Kirk Franklin and Fred. Those were 2 great verses for me. You know what I'm saying? Got to give my gospel folks a shout out on that one.
Absolutely.
My personal favorite to listen to was definitely Jeezy versus Gucci. It was 20 years attention. Gucci said 15. You know what I'm saying? It was some iconic moments that came out of that one. You know, bodies dropped everything. That was verses that took me by surprise that they even did it in the first place. But I think entertainment wise, one that I had the most fun watching, besides Teddy Internet messing up all of those times, was Jadakiss and Fab. When Jadakiss got drunk and was just drawn, I loved every second of it.
I forgot about that.
Hey, Boo, cut the beat, Boo.
He said, when I get married, I'm not married yet. This is gonna be my wedding song.
And what was bad about it is that Jada was drunk and he was washing Fab. So he was just drawing at that point, like, nah, this is my little brother. You know what I'm saying? But let's kill him, Boo. I said, yo,
he was drunk. Nah.
So as far as the verses that gave me the most, like, yo, that was just entertainment value. I love the Jadakiss and Fab verses. So, yep, the verses battle. We're gonna go with that for 19. Number 18. Get some controversy going on. Before an incident happened, quarantine radio was popping. Tory Lanez Live has to be a top moment in 2020. I mean, it was just lit. The DJs, they tried something, right? Well, they did something. I'm not gonna say the DJs tried. They did something dope. But when quarantine radio got to cracking, I turned that thing on. I don't care where I was at. One time I was in church, I said, all right, let me just go ahead and cover my phone up. Let me see what's going on in quarantine radio. I mean, from the sound effects to when people came in, he's shouting them out. Oh, the ultimate light-skinned nigga just came in the room.
Cash apps that these women were making. He was giving back to the community.
He was doing Webby. Was he being a philanthropist?
He was.
He was.
And
you know what?
Say quarantine radio is a top 3 moment of 2020. And I hate to say it because I stopped supporting the lanes, you know. But at the time, that's when I was listening to him every day. And I'm not gonna lie, I was tuned into the quarantine radios every single time he aired. Quarantine radio was so lit that Instagram shut down the Instagram he made for quarantine radio and shut down his Instagram twice. That's how lit Quarantine Radio was.
Now, since 2020 has so many moments, I don't want to be disrespectful. I'm not gonna make this a separate moment, but I'm a lump Bootsy in. His lives were jumping too. They weren't quite.
Are you partnering Boosie's lives with Quarantine Radio?
Absolutely.
Listen, V.
It was the best lives I've ever seen.
Those are two separate entities that should not be put together. That is disrespectful.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna
Those
separate.
should be two separate moments.
I'm gonna separate. Best lives. Bootsy in and of itself is just a moment, so I'm gonna separate. I'm take them out. Quarantine Radio. And Quarantine Radio was so lit that he got into a full-on entanglement during that time period with one of the hottest rappers, not female rappers, one of the hottest rappers in the game by the name of Meg Thee Stallion. Now, whatever him and Meg Thee Stallion had going on resulted in somebody, Meg, being shot on a specific night at a pool party. Now, we don't know if Tory did it or not. Allegedly, Tory did it. She claims that he did it. He maintains his innocence. So, with our number 17 spot, we'll give that to the Meg versus Tory mystery.
The foot.
You have to go through 20 of these Jones for real?
No, 5. Scott, you don't listen. Scott, you know what?
I said it like 17 times. Like,
listen.
That's 25 this week, next week, and then the last week of the year.
This is why
Scott, it is no way that you pass school the first time. It's no way.
This is why he think Ari smart.
This is why I asked, because listen, y'all can laugh.
And we talking about Ari Fletcher. We love the Ari that's guest to talk heavy.
Yeah.
But
not that Ari.
Yeah, you were talking about Ari Fletcher. But and I love her too.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But what we have going on is the Meg versus Tory mystery. Boy, oh boy. I just real quick, just some quick thoughts on it before I move to the last one that we'll do this week.
I'm tired of talking about it, so I have no more thoughts.
Well, V says she canceled Tory. Me, I'll just give a quick synopsis on it. I'm just waiting for all the evidence to come out. I need all parts of the stories to come out. You know what I mean? He did come up with an album. It was fire. Meg came out with an album. It was fire. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on it.
Meg's album wasn't fire.
And you just sit there, you want to laugh, no goddamn reason. To say Meg album was fire.
How y'all gonna hate my taste of music?
You know what? I'm trying to find something you wearing that's bad, but I couldn't find that fast.
She has some heat on the songs, though. I mean, she's hotter than Tory right now, so shit. She wouldn't.
She's definitely not hotter than Tory.
She's definitely not. But all right.
What kind of crack is y'all smoking?
The good kind.
Yeah, obvious. Clearly.
One's from the 80s.
This is ridiculous. You got that Frank Lucas heroin, don't you, Ty? You got that Frank Lucas.
Put out better than Tory. What did she put out that's better?
Yeah, everybody knows that, Scott. That's just common knowledge.
Are y'all saying hotter as talent, or y'all saying hotter as like who's more popping right?
Tory's stardom is just higher than hers anyway.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Y'all
no, it's not. All right, that's a whole other conversation then. All right, cool.
I think you're conflating. Say no.
I'm talking about talent-wise. They are not equal at all. Tory is way more talented.
Well, I think that when someone says hot, I don't think they're referring to talent. I think they're referring to popularity. And I mean, I think that's clear that Meg is more popular because she has more of a push and more marketing for her. Like she has a powerhouse behind her. So yeah, I would say she's definitely hotter. That doesn't necessarily mean she's more talented, but she's definitely hotter.
You're saying that she got an industry behind her, and Tory is independent, so he built it all by himself. And yeah, I'll take that. But talent-wise, there's no competition.
Okay, so but back to the situation. You know what I'm saying? It's a mystery, and we still it happened at the beginning of 2020. We still don't know all that's going on. Huh?
That was the beginning of 2020.
Wasn't it like within the first 3 months?
That was like the summertime.
Happened like a few months ago.
Oh yeah, my bad. It was a pool party. My bad, y'all. So
I was gonna say quarantine radio was lit for the whole beginning of the year.
2020 so long.
During the quarantine.
Listen, 2020 so long that I thought it was 10 years ago. And the story's been dragged out so long that I thought it was forever. We still don't know it all. Right. So, you know what I'm saying? That's a moment in 2020 that's still a developing story. You know what I'm saying? And I'll end that moment off by saying protect Black women. With that being said, we have another moment, which is the last moment we'll give you today. On a more serious note, there was some murders from some police officers murdered some unarmed Black women and men this year. You know what I'm saying? Some armed, some unarmed. But what happened? I'm messing up.
Oh no, you good. I was just
all right. So yeah. It was some homicides, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, you know what I'm saying, and Ahmaud Arbery. It was some things that happened this year. And for years, I mean, even before Trayvon Martin, but since Trayvon Martin, everybody, no justice, no peace. And it's been like, you know what I mean? Listen, we're gonna do something. If y'all gonna keep killing people, we're gonna do something. Yeah, 2020, they did something. And the riots broke out. I don't know what city all our listeners are from, or if you're listening right now where you're from, but here in Philadelphia, I'm pretty sure in your respective state or city, it was going down. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with the riots, man. The looting that was going on, the chasing the police that was going on. I mean, cats throwing firecrackers at the police. It was a lot going on, man. So yeah, the riots got to come in at 16 today. You know what I'm saying? So real quick, what's your thoughts on the riots? Taj, what's your thoughts on the riots?
on the riots that had took place?
Yeah. When George Floyd, specifically.
What I want to say is, my comment on that is just it kind of remains the same of what it was. It gave people an opportunity to act outright. You know what I mean? But what it did was it made it look bad for the people who really were standing for justice. You know what I mean? So, but at the end of the day, riots, it has made change. You know what I'm saying? Over years, over time, it has made change. And I think this was a time where these millennials, they were looking for change.
You know what, Taj? You've been on the road, and I appreciate it. I'm not gonna lie. I love it. I love to see it.
Talk about PC.
Oh, you call Cat?
Talk about some real PC from Taj.
It's the Obama code.
PC. Right.
First of all, my name is Taj Lucas.
I don't like it.
Anybody else want to address the riots this year, or are we good?
I love it.
You love it.
The revolutionary spirit. I love it. I love all of it. Real rap.
I did too.
Writing?
Huh?
You was writing too?
No.
I'm cool.
It's not even like that.
He said I'm cool, but I definitely support it though.
I do.
Sometimes you got F stuff up to get your point across.
Huh? Oh.
I support all my brothers and sisters out there in the field, in the trenches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I loved every minute of it as well. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna keep telling you I'm gonna punch you in your mouth after you punch me 1,000 times, and then I never punch you back. So you know what I mean? Right. Listen, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? And I say that needs to be the new normal.
Right. Nelson Mandela said nonviolence only works as a tactic as long as the conditions allow it to. And if the conditions don't allow for nonviolence, we gotta change it up.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna leave it there with a nice Nelson quote. You know what I'm saying? So those are the 5 moments. We're gonna have 5 more coming next week. Now, this moment, it's a fresh moment, so I don't think it's gonna become 2020 movement, but we're gonna talk about it right now. This Romance with Ro, man. So Bro, you want to introduce this?
Yeah, so Lil Baby, rapper Lil Baby, James Harden Honey Bun, paid $6,000 for Miss London booty. And his big mom got on the internet and said, "Oh, you can pay $6,000 for 30 minutes, but only give me $2,000 for 30 days to take care of your child? Is $2,000 enough to take care of your child for 30 days?"
Who is
Hold on.
Miss London Booty though?
Hold on. First of all, I know who Miss London is. Let's just say that.
She
Scott,
from-
look
who
her up
is
on your
that?
own time. You're
Miss
not about
London-
to answer that question.
Miss
Who is
London
that,
is one
Todd?
of the best in her field. Let's just say that.
What's
She's
her
one of
field?
the best in her field. And
her
with
field?
that being said, let me say this.
Oh, okay.
Whatever a man does in his spare time and however much he decides to spend on what he does in his spare time is solely up to him. I don't know what the situation is and why he's paying $2,000 a month, but to my knowledge, it was okay that he was paying $2,000 a month until you found out he was spending $6,000 to have fun in his spare time. That has nothing to do with how he takes care of his son, how he financially does for his son. It has nothing to do with what he does in his spare time. That's just like if you're on child support and you go buy a new mansion, you go buy a house, and then your baby mom say, "Oh, I want more money." Whoa. I can thrive in my life and do what I want as long as I'm taking care of this child. It has nothing to do with what I'm doing over here. That don't mean he's lacking just because he's spending $6,000 in his spare time. Now, if you said, "Oh, you didn't give me the $2K this month, but you went and slept with Miss London for $6,000," then we have a little bit more of a conversation.
Okay.
But now
okay.
we don't have a conversation.
Well, I think the premise of the argument, was she was only getting $2,000 for the whole month for her,
What's
and her
only?
child, for the kid. So based on that
Only?
premise,
What you mean only?
Should have made the OnlyFans.
well, because Lil Baby went on record saying that he makes $400,000 a show on the
Mhm.
Breakfast Club, and during the interview, and he said he did at least 100 shows a year. Now, if you do the math, that's $16 million a year that he's making just on shows, not
Okay.
streams, nothing, just shows. So you can only afford $2,000 a month for your baby and your baby mom for child support. Now, I'm not saying that is what the situation is, but based on the premise that she presented, if that's true, if that point is true, then that's out of pocket. You out of pocket for that.
He's out of pocket for taking care of his son. Who are you to tell him what dollar amount fits the lifestyle of his baby mom and his child just because he went on record saying he does 100 shows a year at $400,000 per show, which equals to what, 16,000 a year, right?
16 million.
So who are you to tell him in between his 16 million that you said 100 shows? Do you know how much energy and time goes into 100 concerts or shows per year? And but only $2,000. You don't know what type of agreement they have. You don't know what type of arrangement. All you know is that his baby mom is angry that he publicly slept with a porn star for $6,000, and she gets $2,000, which she was okay with until she found out some of his business and what he do in his spare time.
Well,
How do we know
I
she
just
was
want to
okay
clarify.
with it?
Wait, can I clarify real quick? 400,000 times 100 isn't 16 million, but he said he did 40 shows in this particular year, so he made 16 million. I wanted to clarify that, but go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right.
Put more context behind it. This baby mom
Yeah.
quite often. She always saying stuff about Lil Baby. She is known as the hating baby mom. She always hate on Jada. And I feel like she did just this moment to, throw a little salt in the wound because baby already down. Because, the big part is he cheating, but I'm not. Black men don't really cheat, so I'm not going to pay attention.
Yeah, we ain't getting into that. We ain't getting into that.
That's a whole other conversation.
But this is like a salt on the wound type of thing. She does this all the time. She complains all the time. And Lil Baby has his child, so it's not like she got full custody of the kid. If it was full custody, I might understand more money, but it's not. You get what I give you. I still take care of my child. Be happy with it.
But how often can he have his child if he's doing 100 shows a year?
It's quarantine now, so I guess about 12. How many months you been in quarantine?
Okay.
They still doing shows.
No. In some
Not a little
cities,
baby.
they're doing a lot of virtual shows, but
Not
no.
virtual stuff. He can have his kids now.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's on record. It's on record that he
Mhm.
got her a house.
Yeah.
He got her a car. I'm pretty sure that she's not paying for the bills out of that $2,000 for the house that he got her because it's a bomb ass house. You know what I'm saying? And on top of him having this child, I believe that I'm gonna side with the side that he's not pathetic, or that situation isn't pathetic.
Oh, yeah, okay. And she did call him pathetic, so I don't.
Yeah, she said
It's not pathetic at all.
Yeah, it's not pathetic at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that she should solely say, I need more than 2,000. I have no thought in my mind or no doubt in my mind that little baby's baby is well taken care of. He needs for nothing and he wants for nothing. No. So that 2,000, to be honest with you, is really for her. I mean, if we saying that he's taking care of all the needs as far as housing, cars, schools, all of that stuff, that 2,000 is really for extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I can't rock with the whole, you know what I mean, what he may or may not be doing, because that may be what he's just paying for that, but he's putting out more than 2,000 a month.
Well, yeah, I feel like when you're painting out the full picture, I feel like he handled it the way that it should be handled, because I think a lot of the whole like child support and how much you should be paying your kids is usually based off of the argument of like the child having the same lifestyle. And he ensured that when his child was with him or was when he was with the mother, that his child was going to have a similar lifestyle. So in that sense, then I think he did exactly what he was supposed to do. And if 2K isn't enough for her, then that's on her. But I think the fact that he bought her a house and a car and is paying 2K a month is way more than what a typical baby father would agree to do.
Talk about
public knowledge.
Is
that public knowledge that he does?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah, they had like a
record
previous argument. Now, the last argument was that when he bought Jada a Birkin, she was like, "You didn't buy your son ain't in daycare." And the daycare she put him in, like she wanted him to go somewhere, it was like 10,000 a week, some shit like that. And he was like, "No, I'm paying for the daycare he had." And that was a whole different situation. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
10,000 a week.
Yeah, it was like, though, the numbers was wild.
I need to get in the daycare business.
She was like, "You a deadbeat." I was like, "Oh, wow, what?"
You want to pay 10,000 for it?
He like, the school he at is good. They talk about some
financially. That doesn't just 10 bands a week on childcare. Like what?
And I'm probably gassing it. But the numbers was crazy for this daycare.
It was like that. She was like,
it was something ridiculous.
I think this is the first time I've seen women really go at the woman in the shade room comments, like fully, like, bitch, you do this all the time.
You reaching at that point.
Don't care no more. Shut up.
He was like, I got her a car. She just don't like it. So she was like, "Oh, so you can buy her a Birkin bag, but you can't buy me a car." He's like, "I got you a car. You just don't like the car." So yeah, you know what I mean. I'm gonna go ahead and side with baby on this one. You know what I mean, I don't know about the cheating thing, but yeah.
I seen somewhere it was 16K, but it was 6.
Yeah, it was 6 bands.
Yeah, she
tweeted the easiest 6 bands I made in my life, or something like that.
Yeah, I know he said he was the best she ever had, and everybody was like, "If a porn star says I'm the best she ever had, blah 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 blah." But yeah.
Like, well, since we're saying her tweets, she also said he knew he messed up letting me record it. Oh, dang. You let her record it, baby?
You let her record that?
She's about to get $1 billion. Like,
she's about to get sued.
Like, if that drops, she might be the first porn star billionaire. Like,
she gonna get sued, V. She's not making no money off of that.
She gonna get sued.
No. What happened is she'll make so much money that the lawsuit will cover it. All the money she made.
What money? Where is the money coming from? Who is picking up that?
She already a porn star.
The people who pick up every sex tape, I forget their name.
Exactly. Who don't pick up sex tapes? Like,
The one who got Mimi
Like,
and them
like, yeah,
John.
bring it over here to this company.
No, those is contracts. The people who involved, the parties involved, agreed to do the.
Oh
contract.
yeah, you're
What
right.
happened?
You're right.
So
You're right.
She can end up,
Yeah,
she can end up like
She
she can
was
act
gonna-
like it leaked somewhere. It'll probably leak somewhere. She act like it just leaked, and she might not make no money off it, but she's still gonna get clients based off the fact that she slept with a little bit.
I mean, I don't think she need to sleep with him to get more clients.
But she been gaining client to me.
She gonna get a bag though. I mean, if she play her cards right, she gonna get a bag. But either she gonna get a bag or she just messed it up. We'll see.
Messed it up.
You know what I'm
she
saying?
definitely messed it up.
I'm gonna say she
Yeah.
messed it up, but
She ain't messed it up. No,
let's see what kind of team she hired. If she can make something happen, maybe she might rap. This might be the
No, that's
publicity.
fair though. I feel like she probably did mess it up because now people aren't going to trust her to keep her mouth shut.
Right.
Because my whole thing is, if he paid $6K to sleep,
maybe he ain't pay enough for her to keep him
come with an NDA. Like that had to come with some form of NDA or disclosure agreement. You know, like that just.
That's what he said in his DMs to her was like, "Yo, like I paid you $6K to keep your mouth shut," and you saying stuff like you just messed your money up. So
yeah, I agree in that sense. Like, because even if like he can't prove that there was like an NDA around it, other people aren't going to want to sleep with her, and if they do, they're really not going to pay her for it, or they're not going to pay her that much. So yeah,
and she's not like unbelievably at a point where you're just like, I can get another, just like whatever. She's not like that bad, in my opinion.
She's not.
She's a legend. So
no, she's not a legend. She's not a legend, but she's really good at what she does.
And you leave it at that. Taj. I don't know if the electric went off again, but yeah. I don't know what's going on over there. Taj is like one of those people who be like, we pulled up and then we shot him.
But they changed
the voice. Making an anonymous jail confession?
Yeah, Taj the boy in the documentary where they changed the voice, he be ratting.
Right.
The whole operation.
What the gangland is going on? All right. So
moral of the story, right? Baby moms, be happy with what you get.
Yeah.
And
no, wait, what?
That's the moral?
Yes, I get it. Agreed. What are you talking about? No, agreed.
No,
baby moms, be happy with what you get. We're doing our best out here. Stop being all angry, talking about getting me more because you make more. When I was at my height of PUA, I want more. Now I'm broke again. I still want more. Like, baby mom, just be happy with what you got.
Can I tell you something? Can I identify something for you? The spirit of ungratefulness. The spirit of ungratefulness.
The spirit is that. Moral of the story: the spirit of ungratefulness.
And that settles that. Speaking of ungratefulness, there's a lot of people talking about Meek, right? Right now, we're gonna go into was I wrong? But we're gonna change it up today a little bit. We're gonna tell you a situation and ask you, was Meek wrong? Meek pulled up to a group of water boys. These water boys that sell water in Atlanta, and if you're in a big city that gets hot, you probably seen water boys who sell in your city as well. Now, he had a little exchange with them where he gave them $20 and they was at the car and telling them, big bro, come on, big bro, pass on, big bro, come on, support the business, big bro. And Meek was like, what I'm supporting? The water hustle, big bro, come on, big bro, pass on, big bro, come on, look out for me, Meek, big bro. So Meek, bro, big bro handed him $20, or as we would like to call it in Philly now, he handed them a Meek. So after he gave them a Meek, they was like, come on, big bro, we can't split this, big bro. He's like, they ain't gonna split it with me, big bro. Meek proceeded to say, yo, young boy, get your hand out my car. And then he said, the fuck, it's a dub, split it. And then drove off. Now, he's receiving a lot of backlash for this encounter. Was Meek wrong for A, giving the 7 water boys plus their camera girl a 20 or a Meek to split? And B, was he wrong for recording the encounter?
Wait, he recorded it?
It was on Meek's Insta story. He pulled his phone out and
he was wrong.
He recorded the encounter. This is not from the camera girl's angle. Her video has yet to surface. Meek, this is straight from Meek Mill's camera roll. So Those are the two questions.
Right. He was writing the rules with the camera, his phone out. Like,
there you go. There you go.
I didn't see it, but knowing that he recorded that encounter, he's fully wrong. Like that's corny.
Okay. No, it's corny that he recorded it or he gave him a Meek.
It's corny that he recorded it and posted it.
Oh, so he recorded it and then decided to post.
Like it's different if you record it and you like send it to your homeboys. Like, bro, look at these little water boys begging me for money. Like, you know, like that's one thing. You posted that to your millions of followers. Like, we supposed to stand you on that? Like, no, that's corny.
That's facts.
Because even if the other camera girls' videos came out, people would have been like, you know, whatever. Like, it would have been a split reaction. But
right,
I feel like it might be a little bit of y'all might be, you know, it might be a little bit of slander. This is the second week now. No, we done asked what was Meek wrong. Is this a slander campaign going on?
No, he's what you would call relevant.
As soon as him and Milano broke up, all the slander started coming out. I'm just saying. This is a coincidence.
Was getting bashed.
He's been getting dragged at the beginning of his career.
He was getting bashed way before him and Milano like broke up. Like,
but let's stay on. Let's stay on task. Keith,
now,
we'll see you.
Now, Scoop. We close. We almost close in age, and from both from Philly. Remember when we used to be outside and like the old heads who got money used to come up with a lot of money, this motherfucking big, and flip through it, maybe 100, 50, 100, and then hand you a $10 bill for you and all your friends. Meek from Philly, niggas been doing that my whole life, so I don't get it as wrong. Like I've been seeing that my whole life.
Yo, Keith, boy, you had to know that one.
Big wad of money. He not giving you nothing. He got game from people from Philly.
You got a point.
Like,
you got a point.
And every day,
around they rent money.
The young boys down the bottom, y'all, they little joint to the joint. I look straight. I give you nothing. I don't even care. Like we ignoring those. People was ignoring them young boys. Nobody was giving them nothing. And everybody got a problem with them giving them a Meek. It don't matter now. Now you could have gave him a Virgil.
Me.
You could have gave him.
You could have gave him a Virgil.
But it didn't matter. It didn't matter because I didn't get a Virgil when I was young boy.
That's true. That's true.
At my age, you get your age worth of money. If you look like you worth 20, that's what your age is worth.
That's what you get.
You go to the corner store with that, and that's what you live with. I don't think he was wrong.
You know, Keith, I stand with you 100%. I don't think he was wrong either. I mean, like, yeah, he didn't have to record it, but guess what? He did. So with that being said, he gave him $20. How much did y'all really want him to give them for water? Like, you know what I mean? Like, gave him a dub. They could probably bust it down, get $2-3 a piece. You know what I mean? It wasn't their best payday.
$275 if they don't cut the.
All right, well, if they $275, guess what? It probably wasn't their best.
Roughly.
It probably wasn't their best water selling day, but it damn sure wasn't their bad. Wasn't that bad?
Together and bought a pizza.
I'm off of it.
Hey, yo,
I stand with you.
Todd's one of the funniest motherfuckers I know, dog.
I stand with you.
He said, should they have recorded him? Nah, but guess what? He did. Now what? Hey, yo, Todd, you're hilarious, bro.
Todd's classic for that one.
Yo, he don't care. Like, it don't matter what they do. If they rich, Todd's with them all the way. 100%.
Now, I will say, I don't think Meek was wrong for giving them a Meek, but I fully think he was wrong for recording it and posting it. Like, that's just corny.
Okay. Yeah, is that where you stand, Scott? Where you at with it? You still
I
gotta
agree.
get
I agree with that. I mean, $275 per head. That's a little. Come on, dog. But
that's if they didn't cut the camera. If the camera girl could cut in, then it's a little.
We wouldn't know about it. We wouldn't be talking about it right now. So
Meek recorded it, so her video ain't have to surface.
Right. If he decided he wanted to record it, that's on him.
I really feel like we forget Meek from Philly, and this is natural Philly nigga shit to do. This random shit that don't really need to be done. These niggas.
Right. We gonna have a dub for you, and we gonna tape what's going on. That's what's gonna happen.
Philly niggas do backflips on dirt bikes and they wondering why he recorded this song. Like, he wild, and everybody. No, first of all, the video came out on Bad Ass Young Boys. They ain't need the 20 in the first place. They was jumping on people's cars and running over and stuff. Everybody know kids outside. They on the interstate selling water. Nobody.
Hold on, y'all, because Tokyo Kennedy defended me.
That's what he got. Same thing I just said. If you just say the same thing I just said on my mouth times, I'm gonna be.
But
mad.
I want to read verbatim. You just talking. I want to read.
No, Keith, you know what he about to do. Go ahead. Just say it, Ty.
I'm gonna let you go. I wanted to actually. Keith wasn't reading exactly what she said. I wanted to go and read exactly.
What you gonna say?
Go ahead. I'm gonna just go ahead. I wanted to read the actual post. You wasn't reading the post.
I was gonna call you in for sight. I was gonna call you in for the tag team because I was gonna say kids outside selling waters, but where were the
parents?
Go ahead, read the Todd.
Why worry about the parents?
Yo, let him read the quote. Go ahead, Todd.
Where were the parents?
Is he gonna read the quote from Japanese Vanity?
Oh, from Tokyo Van. Oh, I thought y'all didn't want me to.
I don't, but hey.
I'm trying to find it.
Okay.
Oh my! You don't have it queued up already?
I do. So she said, "Y'all ever been to Atlanta? Cause this Tokyo. If y'all ever watched Love and Hip Hop, said y'all ever been to Atlanta? Them little niggas egg as fuck and aggressive as fuck. Handprints all over your car, water bottle greasy and nasty and hot. I give them money all the time. Let them keep the water. They are very ungrateful. I think they will give you one nigga. So they'll give you one nigga some money and give all the money. I don't know what she talking about there. All of them sell water on one block. I think they gonna buy from all of them at the same fucking time. One nigga gonna do with 7 bottles of water. He paid $20 for one bottle of water. That came out $3 a case of 24. Respectfully, y'all got me fucked up because he ain't even have to get them shit. Take the 20 and buy 5 or 6 more cases of water and sell it. That's how you split it.
Group economics. Okay.
That grammar was terrible, though. I understand shit, though.
Yeah, because they got it crossed out. She said some shit. Yeah.
Scott, would you call her dumb?
No, you know who I would call dumb? Meek, because he keep doing the same thing. He keep doing the same thing.
Meek Mills is dumb, but Ari.
Oh my God!
No.
Okay.
Wait,
you know what?
Dumb for this though, for this particular reason. This is a dumb. Listen, we all as human beings, we all do dumb things.
Nope, I'm not listening.
And Meek's dumb thing that he's been doing is he keeps doing the same thing over and over again.
Like what? Like what? He's doing the same thing over and over again. Like what?
What you mean?
This nigga still talking.
He keeps getting on social media.
This is a very toxic.
He keeps saying all types of things about business that ain't his. And he getting slandered for it.
Ari gets paid for damn dumb
Why
shit.
are you talking about Ari? Nobody in the audience knows what you're talking about, V.
You right, I'm sorry.
You right. And we going, you know what? Respectfully, if no one has anything else to say, we're going to move on.
Shout out to me.
Shout out to me.
I don't appreciate that Pico.
I just have to we were talking about numbers. We went from 2K to Meek. Now, if I do this, and this, what does that mean?
Hey.
Put up 2 fingers.
2 fingers. So a 1 and a 1, right?
There's 2.
No. There are 2 separate ones. You follow me?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm following.
Dash 1.
Tag.
No, dash 1.
Okay.
1, dash 1. 11 and 1. No, go ahead. You go ahead.
I'm lost as Jack. Huh?
I'm mad y'all don't get what he's doing.
I know.
I get it.
I know V got
it, bro.
Times, but I thought Scoop would get it, but he's just.
I'm just really annoyed how I finally support Keith and go to Scott about Ari and he comes in my neck. So let's move on.
Yeah, I you know what, V, I didn't like the slander either. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Right. And then he gonna come at my Pico like it don't cost 25 minutes.
I heard it.
I had faith in you, Scoop.
Wait, 25 Meek. Wait, you paid 25 Meek?
You know thing is,
Scoop cost 25 Meek. Stop playing with me.
I know that's right. 25 Meek.
Scoop still don't know what I mean. This is terrible.
All right, moving right along, Keith. I don't know what you're doing. I don't cut that naughty stuff you were doing. Please start the show again. I don't know what's going on with Keith.
All right, so bottom line, we split on this decision. A few people feel like he was wrong for recording it. A few people feel like, listen, it don't matter. He gave him what he gave him. It is what it is. Keith said, y'all acting like y'all forget where Meek from. Stop. Come on.
And like, where we from? We from Philly.
We from Philly. And that's that.
What that mean?
Anyone would like giving out money. Moving on.
Oh, all right.
We're from the trenches, baby. Now, moving right along, we have Talk Heavy Court. Today, we have Peacoat versus Peacoat.
Wait, the two
Fur neck versus turtleneck.
Right.
Taj Lucas versus Scoop St. Patrick. Oh, it's going down today. It's a rematch from last week. What my man Martin say, the brawl for it all. They call you to get hit, man. Taj. Now,
you the hit man, huh?
Now, what we have going on is we had a little discussion about R&B. This is Taj's field. He loves a good R&B. Y'all heard him. His favorite verses was Gladys Knight versus Patty. Now, I said that men contributed and has more of an impact on R&B than women. Todd said I disagree. Women do it better and they have more of an impact and they contribute more to R&B. Now, y'all see where we stand? Who's flipping the coin and who's picking?
All right. Who won last time? Scoop did, right?
Yeah.
Well, they both take a lot of L's, so it's hard to say.
You wish.
So Scoop, heads or tails?
Come on, you know I like it.
What?
Oh.
Balls.
Tails it is.
Oh, come on,
oh, be the corner.
Try that again. It's heads.
Come on, Taj. Let's hear what you got.
Wait. I don't never do common stuff. There's 2 minutes for court and shit.
Yes. So for the rules, each each debater gets a 2-minute opening statement, a 1-minute rebuttal, and if necessary, the judges will decide if an extra 30 is needed. So, Taj, are you ready for your 2 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody please mute Scoop and let's go.
See, when I think of who's more influent, who has more influence in the R&B culture, whether it's women or it's men, it's definitely women. Because when I go back in my mind, I think of the name comes to my spirit, Minnie Riperton. Minnie Riperton, back in the 70s, she was out here talking about some loving you is easy because you're beautiful. And and not only, I think R&B for women has shown women how to stick together and be empowerment. And that brings me to these great legendary R&B groups like Escape. And they got a song called You're My Little Secret. And that was back in 1996. And then it was a group that's a little bit more to our time that I'm sure will jog your memory a little bit faster. Destiny's Child in 2004, Kelly Rowland led a song called Bad Habit, where she taught women about having a bad habit, about going back to bad habits with some bad men that they got no business going back to. And then when I think of that, I think of Beyonce as well, where she said to the left, everything you own in the box to the left. See, she was putting men out. See, the men of R&B, what they do is, all they do is go cheat on their women and then want to come back and cry and put albums out looking for women, when these women are running the game. These men of R&B, all they want to do is cry. Because when I think about men of R&B too, let me just bash R&B men real quick. Tyrese, he put out a song. It was a beautiful song. It was called Shame. He said, I'm ashamed of me. He was ashamed of cheating. Well, brother, if you wasn't cheating and you was just listening to women R&B, you'd still be with your woman. But these women, they running the game. They've been doing it for some years.
Ooh, that boy came spicy today. That boy came spicy.
Gonna bash the men. Okay.
Clark.
All right, Scoop.
While this good brother sitting right there, you gonna bash the men. Okay.
Order. We about to drop this down to a minute 30. Keep on playing.
I'm sorry, Judge.
All right, Scoop, you got your 2 minutes. Ready? Let's go.
Well, the conversation is who's more influential and who impacted R&B and the culture more, really, just from R&B standpoint. Let's just talk about just the staples that the men in R&B had in our lifetime. You know what I mean? Let's talk about the end of, the civil rights movement and the beginning of the Vietnam War, when it was a lot going on. And a brother by the name of Marvin Gaye had a question: what's going on? And that became really kind of the soundtrack, the song for that time, based off of just what was going on. Let's even travel a little bit before that, when a lot of things were going on just with our people. You know what I'm saying? And a brother by the name of Sam Cooke made a song, said, change gonna come. And it gave so many people hope. That's what the men of R&B, they get to do. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to talk about right now. If you want an anniversary song, what are you going to play? Do you know what today is? It's our anniversary. You know what I'm saying? That's what the men of R&B brings to the game. Now let's talk about Baby making music. When you think of Baby making music, I know we're not supposed to say his name, but R. Kelly is synonymous with that. You know what I'm saying? And Babyface and a lot of other men in R&B. Now let's talk about the new school. Let's talk about Chris Brown. When it comes to the dancing, who's the female Chris Brown? Who busting down? Who's selling records like him? Who dance like him? Who making you party like him? You don't have that on the female side of things. So with that being said, I'm going to say, you know what I'm saying, that the men have it. Then we're going to talk about the highest selling, the most impactful R&B album of all time. Not a woman. I love my women, but it's Thriller, Michael Jackson.
Taj, you ready for your minute?
I'm ready for my minute. I'm gonna just leave my comments to myself, but okay.
Older, man, older. All right,
Ready.
1 minute.
I'm so very glad that you brought up the fact that it's some men behind the Baby making music. Well, let me tell you what women do for R&B. Women taught men how to love, how to touch a woman gentle, huh? That's what they did. And when you said that one of the best selling, you brought up Michael. I love Michael, but let me talk about the miseducation of Lauryn Hill, huh? See, let me just talk about the impact that she had, the impact that a Black woman had, not only singing, but rapping. And it had Philadelphia musicians all up and through the album. Shout out to James Poyser. But not only that, the miseducation of Lauryn Hill. It was so good that she didn't even have to put out another album after that. Not only, nobody has broken the record of Lauryn Hill and took Cardi B Bodak Yellow. That's all I'm saying. So everybody know women is more influential.
Ready, Scoop?
Yes, sir. One of the most popping people out here right now is Kim Kardashian. How did her career start? From an R&B artist by the name of Ray J. So let's just talk about that. Then we'll talk about a genre that's made off of sampling, which is hip hop. Do you know what the most sampled artist of all time is? A male R&B artist by the name of James Brown. Now, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the King of Soul. Now, let's talk about our blind R&B brothers, Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles, the impact that they've had on music. When we're talking about men and the impact of R&B, we're talking about Prince. We're talking about a man who changed the entire fabric of the music industry, from how he took his name back. Oh no, he took his name from him, and he took his power back by taking $1. And he can play every instrument, whatever. But that's another conversation.
Can I get a rebuttal? Just a little.
Nah, ain't no damn 30s. I'm over this shit. Y'all ready?
I agree with V.
Thank you guys.
Guess it don't mean guys do something I said.
What was two of us? But what did you say?
It's 2-1. It's 2-1.
Oh, did you need another 30, Keith?
No, it's cool.
If you want another 30, we can do another 30.
No, it's all right. We good.
All right. Scott, you go first.
Oh, thank you. I'm highly disappointed in both of y'all. You know, I ain't hear no mention of Neo Soul. I ain't hear no mention of the D'Angelos, the Jill Scotts, the Erykah Badu. None of that. I'm disappointed. I missed out. Y'all missing a whole lot of errors. Taj, you especially. The Neo Soul era for the women was it. That was it for the women. You really should have. Janet Jackson, Beyonce. You ain't even mentioned Beyonce.
I did.
You did.
I that's
how
it
was. I didn't even know.
The Queen Bee said to the left.
He did say that. Okay, my bad. I think I returned my shit.
That is her most sold single, if I'm correct, to date.
Listen, I just feel, I don't know. Oh, also, Lauryn Hill did release another album. She got 2 of them. So that was kind of.
She never released a solo project after that.
She did. She released the MTV.
Never released a solo project
acapella album.
She did.
She dropped an album that was like an acapella album.
Yeah, and she didn't drop a solo project after that.
But I'm telling you, she did.
All right, you the judge.
Scoop. Now, it wasn't just Todd. Now I'm gonna get on you too, Scoop. I feel like it just felt like y'all wasn't prepared. Y'all didn't prepare something to bring, and I'm disappointed in both of y'all. I am. With that being said, shit, I don't know. Do I have to vote? I feel like it's a tie. That's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like a tie, like a draw. So yeah.
Keith, are you gonna allow him to get away with that, or does he need to pick?
He definitely gotta pick somebody.
I gotta pick somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Well, since Todd's not even, we're tied yet.
I had stats. Huh? What?
You did, and for that, you get the nod, Scoop. You get the nod, Scoop. I'm gonna give you the nod. You did bring up some good points.
That's bullshit. Pure
overall,
bullshit.
I'm disappointed.
That's pure bullshit because Scott, you was about to vote for me, but your spirit won't.
Listen. I'm disappointed in both. Y'all both could do way better. I've seen y'all do way better. So I that's why I didn't want to vote for neither one of y'all, but I had to pick one.
All right, Keith, what say you?
Now I feel the exact opposite of Scotty. I like the way that y'all went a little bit off. And like Scoop went with his flow, his rap joint. He was making the songs match what he gonna say next. Taj was giving a little singing. He kept a hole in the coat. I felt that the finesse going on. But Taj, you always hold on to one point someone make and start arguing that shit and don't have nothing to do with what you talking about. Arguing Michael Jackson versus Lauryn Hill, no damn reason. There was no reason to make that argument. You was cool until you heard him say, you said Michael Jackson. So let me talk about Lauryn Hill. But Lord, then you spent your whole time talking about Lauryn Hill. You didn't tell me about why women made it better. Scoop came up with the stats of, samples and stuff like that. I felt like you won the first round, Taj. I really do feel like you won the first round. I feel like Scoop stole your flow. He bit you. He tried to do the same thing you did. But you fall for the trap every goddamn. You one round, Taj. That's all you got is one round this year. So I gotta go with Scoop.
That's what she said.
All right. So I guess it doesn't really matter what I have to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I was thoroughly disappointed. Scoop had the audacity to bring up R. Kelly as if there weren't
and Michael Jackson
people to name, as if there weren't so many other people to name. And then not only did he bring up R. Kelly. He just skipped 90s R&B like it didn't fucking exist. Like that wasn't the heart of our time. You know, like I was offended by that. You know, I was thoroughly disappointed. I was with you with the Marvin Gaye. That was a great segue.
Let's go.
Great start. I was with you with the Michael Jackson. It's great. Thriller. Woot woot. But how did you skip? And you almost missed James Brown. Taj low-key saved you on that. You almost missed James Brown. I saw it in your spirit. I was thoroughly disappointed. Then Taj, man. Taj, you came in strong. You had me with you. You had me with you. But how did you skip Diana Ross, Tina Turner? And then you could have
I had it. It was in my notes.
Fucking impact. Then honestly, look at Janet Jackson and how many women have tried to be Janet Jackson since. Sierra's entire existence is basically based off following who? Janet Jackson. Aaliyah, Taj. Oh my God. So with that being said, it breaks my heart that I have to unfortunately vote for Scoop. And the only reason voting for Scoop, and I mean the only reason, oh my God, it's because of the fact that he named more artists that were influential than Taj did.
Yeah.
Taj, you had this in the bag, man. Huh?
He did.
You just can't let that Michael Jackson shit go.
I was rooting for you, Taj.
We were all rooting for you.
Yeah.
I feel like I just voted for Biden in the fucking election just because Trump was the other option. That's what I feel like just happened.
He act like Trump right now.
Well, Scoop. I'm disappointed I didn't get to use this. It's only someone who got smoked, but no one got smoked. But fucking got this goddamn music. Scoop, how did you feel about your match against Todd today?
Well, I think that I understand the judge's frustration and not wanting to vote for me. But the question was influence, and I just went with influential artists. I didn't have enough time to name all the artists. I knew my opponent, his approach would be just naming artists and saying, I didn't really want to do that. So I left out a lot of artists in the 90s to answer Venice's question. I left out a lot of artists in the 90s because I didn't want to just name artists. What I wanted to do was I wanted to give why these artists were influential and to just let, kind of educate the people on why they impacted us, outside of R&B and R&B.
It's cool. What was Taj's strategy, bro?
Just name a bunch of artists and be like, yeah. I don't.
That's
I'm okay on that.
Did you hold
I just real quick. Did you not do that?
No, I didn't. The first round, I brought up Sam Cooke and
I don't understand how somebody with a turtleneck can win. I don't understand how somebody with a turtleneck.
I gave the importance of during the civil rights movement. Sam Cooke's "The Change Is Gonna Come."
You gonna bring up civil rights?
I'm giving the importance on how the Vietnam at the end of the civil rights movement in the beginning of Vietnam, what's going on. I brought up how Ray J kickstarted Kim Kardashian's career.
I just argued with you, and you told me. Wait until we get up. Just wrap up the show.
You had time to bring up Ray J.
Wrap up the show.
And Kim Kardashian, but not time to bring up the other artists that we talked about.
Yeah. I just brought up the artist who ran the 90s, and his name is R. Kelly.
All right, moving on. Okay. Go ahead.
Man, got a point.
Yeah. We have 5 minutes left? Okay.
We don't talk about pedophiles.
Then I brought up the Blind Brothers, you know what I'm saying? You know how that impact,
I don't think we did, but do you feel like like the hell back against your opponent today, or is he not worthy? This is the second week in a row you whooped his ass. Do you want a better opponent, or you feel like Taj should come back and get a little stronger?
Well, right now, you know what I'm saying, the schedule is the schedule. So I just play whoever is in front of me. You understand what I'm saying? I don't pick this. You know what I mean? I don't. You know what I'm saying? So whoever's next, whatever, I'll make easy money out of any one of you guys. I've done it before, I'll do it again. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much where I stand.
Thank you, Scoop Burgundy, for coming through. You did great tonight, and great win.
Didn't.
So, wait, what's going on? So let me, before we go out though, I did not know James Brown was the most sampled artist of all time. I didn't know that.
I came here. Sometimes I come with the intention to teach. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to leave you guys with something that you didn't know. You know what I mean? My goal every week is for you guys to leave better than when you came. So you're welcome.
I always leave the same.
You guys.
You just argued with us that the best verses was Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle, and did
and
not.
You think Gucci Mane and Jeezy was entertaining?
I didn't pick them.
I'm just saying,
but you thought Todd just called it.
They were entertaining.
That's an ad hominem attack, Todd. That's not.
There you go.
You're not that's not the argument. We weren't talking about.
I don't care what the argument is. The argument is whatever I begin to argue. That's when the argument becomes.
Okay. Oh, my fault. Okay.
I'm not a traditional nigga.
And I left out my white R&B brothers. You know what I'm saying? Justin Timberlake, Bobby Caldwell, Robin Thicke. And
that wraps up another episode. Go ahead.
He ain't lying. Bobby Caldwell, a legend.
I mean, you know, but that wraps up a whole nother episode of Talk Heavy, you know what I'm saying? And that wraps up another win for Scoop Burgundy, aka Scoop St. Patrick this week. I'm taking all challenges, you know what I mean? Anybody want to step in the ring, we can do it.
Challenge right now? Anybody?
You know what I mean? No, we'll wait till the week. Well, the people will wait, you know what I mean? Anybody want to sit down on a situation that they may want to talk about, you know what I'm saying? I'll be happy to smoke you. But that wraps up a whole nother episode. I'm Scoop St. Patrick.
Nice, Lucas.
Just call me bro.
It's Scotty.
And it's B.
And always remember, stay thirsty, my friends. Until next week.